Have you ever tried to move forward but something kept pulling your heart backward? You're walking into a new season. You're trying to grow and follow God, but part of you still misses the old life. The old friends, the old relationship, the old habits, the old version of you. Tonight, I want to talk about a woman who almost made it out but couldn't let go. Her story is in Genesis 19, during the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. These cities had become completely corrupt. Violence, immorality, injustice, it filled the land. God in his righteousness decided judgment would come, but in his mercy he sent angels to rescue Lot and his family. That alone is powerful. Even in judgment, God makes a way of escape. The angels grabbed their hands and led them out, and they gave one simple command: escape for your life, do not look back. Not 10 commandments, not a long sermon, just one instruction: don't look back. Imagine the moment. The sky turning dark, the ground shaking, fire beginning to fall, smoke rising behind them, everything they had built disappearing. And while running to safety, Lot's wife turns around, and in that instant, the Bible says she became a pillar of salt. Now pause for a second. She wasn't running toward the sin. She wasn't attacking the angels. She wasn't refusing to leave. She was almost safe. But almost obedience is still disobedience. So what was really happening? Looking back wasn't just curiosity or fear. It was attachment. Her body left Sodom, but her heart was still there. Maybe she thought, my home is there. My friends are there. My memories are there. My comfort is there. Sometimes what God destroys is what we secretly still desire, and that's dangerous. Because you cannot step fully into what God has for you while grieving what he removed. Jesus gives a serious warning about this in Gospel of Luke 17:32. He says 3 powerful words: remember Lot's wife. Why would Jesus bring her up? Because her story isn't about salt, it's about divided hearts. Some of us are physically in church but mentally in our old lifestyle. We worship on Sunday but miss the attention from toxic people on Monday. We say we want freedom but feel nostalgic about the chains. That's what looking back is, romanticizing what God rescued you from. And here's something deep. When God tells you not to look back, it's not because he wants to limit you. It's because he knows looking back slows you down. Imagine running from danger while constantly turning your head. You trip, hesitate, and lose focus. Forward movement requires forward vision. Lot's wife froze in the middle of transition, and that's where many young people get stuck, in transition. Not fully in the world, not fully surrendered to God, half in, half out. But you can't live in 2 directions. Salt in that region near the Dead Sea represents permanence. A pillar stands still. She became a monument, a warning frozen in time. Don't become a monument of hesitation. Don't get stuck between who you were and who you're becoming. Some of you are in a moment right now where God is calling you out of something. Out of gossip, out of addiction, out of a relationship that's draining you, out of insecurity, out of a version of yourself that isn't healthy, and it hurts. Because even toxic things can feel familiar, but familiar doesn't mean safe. Sodom was familiar, but it wasn't safe. Comfort can be dangerous when God is calling you higher. Here's the real question. What are you still looking back at? Is it a relationship, a habit, a mistake, an old identity, or the approval of people? Maybe you're not looking back physically but emotionally, and every time you replay it in your mind, you slow down your progress. God is not trying to take from you. He's trying to save you. Imagine if Lot's wife had kept running, trusting that what was ahead was better than what was behind. Imagine the life she would have lived. Don't let your future be cut short because you couldn't release your past. You can't grab hold of new blessings if your hands are still clinging to old baggage. So tonight I challenge you, stop glorifying what God removed. Stop mourning what was destroying you. Stop looking back at what God burned down for your protection. Keep running and trust that if God called you out, he has something greater ahead. And remember, partial obedience is still disobedience. Don't freeze in transition, move forward completely. And ask yourself honestly, am I ready to let go of my Sodom, or am I still looking back? If this message challenged you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Sight Kids and Niños Vision con Vision.